Toulouse is built on the banks of river Garonne. But what does the river offer to a tourist? What does Toulouse look like at night? My last night at Toulouse turned out to be unforgettable, and my final morning walk was even more colorful than I expected. Welcome to Tourist Vagabond. Toulouse is full of surprises. I was heading out for a morning coffee when I came across this magnificent building, Fondation Bombert, a 400-year-old building from the Renaissance era, now a major art gallery. I immediately added it to my list for my next visit to Toulouse. This place was majestic, but I was heading to watch city's oldest bridge, Pont Neuf. Standing on Pont Neuf, you get a wonderful view of one of the oldest parts of Toulouse. Hôtel Dieu Saint-Jacques, city's hospital from the 12th century, and stands bright and strong on your left. A little further, you can see the Grande Roue, the Ferris wheel you can ride in summer. And on your right, you have this nice riverbank, perfect for a promenade. These trees provide welcoming shade from the summer sun. Pont Neuf is almost 400 years old, and it is the only bridge in Toulouse which survived the catastrophic flood of 1875. It offers a scenic, a very cinematic perspective. The bridge pokes your curiosity as well. I was excited to study those arches and openings inside the structure. I stood there imagining the flood waters rushing through those openings more than a century ago. You can also find Basilique Notre-Dame de la Daurade on this side of the river, if I pronounce correctly. This basilica stands on the site of an Apollo temple. I guess this might be the closest thing to Toulouse's pre-Christian history. You know, Toulouse has had very strong connections to the Roman Catholic Church, and now some roots of pre-Christian history. Well, I found that surprisingly fascinating. I wonder how this beautiful perspective looks like by the night. Let's find out! River Garonne has shaped Toulouse for centuries. Looking around tonight, it's easy to understand why. The river is still at the center of life here. After spending a few evenings in Toulouse, now it's hard for me to imagine Toulouse without this river. Let me explain what I mean when I say this place is alive. It was a Wednesday night, and I arrived here at Place Saint-Pierre around 10 o'clock. I walked around for half an hour, and I could not find an empty table at a restaurant. It felt like the whole city had gathered here to enjoy the evening. I mean, just look how beautiful this night is. How beautiful this city is. Enchanted by this beauty and glad to be in this magical city, I started a walk on the bridge Pont Saint-Pierre. Pont Saint-Pierre is dedicated to pedestrians and cyclists. Benches and seats and tables are designed here for public use. And you may find many different groups of people here enjoying the night, from young couples and students to families and elderlies. It's the kind of place that naturally brings people together. It was late at the night. I couldn't help getting caught up in the joyful atmosphere and the beauty of this summer night. Toulouse, with her bright lights and red bricks, was even more gorgeous on the background of the night. I wished dearly it was not my last night in Toulouse, but I had to go back to my room so that I could wake up early by the morning to catch my train to the next city. I woke up quite early to catch my train. There was still one thing I had to see in Toulouse. Marché Cristal is a street market in Boulevard de Strasbourg. I think they have collected all the summer colors and gathered them here in one place. The smell and aroma of different fruits and cheese and charcuterie were completed by the welcoming smiles and warm bonjour of salespeople. Although one practical tip, you should have some cash here if you plan to buy anything. I could not see any cash readers. As I was walking through this market, I was reflecting on my days in Toulouse. The city is absolutely beautiful. She has a lot to offer. I did not have chance to explore even half the city. Toulouse surprised me in a good way. I came here expecting beautiful architecture, but I found much more than that. The city feels warm, welcoming, and full of life. After several days here, I still felt like I had only scratched the surface. Every neighborhood seemed to have another church, another square, another piece of history, waiting around the corner. I was leaving the city and I had only one question in my mind. When will I be able to come back to Toulouse? I arrived at the historical train station, Gare Matabiau, to say adieu to charming Toulouse. I hope you've enjoyed following this adventure through Toulouse. I hope I could have inspired you to visit this unique city. It's time for me to catch my train. Next stop, Carcassonne. Thank you for watching my travel vlog. My adventures continue. Please subscribe to my channel for new videos every week. You may also follow us on social media.